I've wanted to sit down on camera and talk about Kanye West for so long. Everything from his musical career, his ambitions, to the hate that he's been spewing, and the out-of-control spiral that he has really spun himself and his family into. This is definitely something that I see in a very serious light at this point. And for those thinking it was so funny for so long to watch Kanye have mental breakdown after mental breakdown, punishing his family and those around him, including his fans in the process, gaslighting them, making them think and feel certain ways just because he's made music and products like Yeezy shoes or whatever it might be that they love, that they're now indebted to him, that they owe their lives in some way to him. Kanye West just will always reach to the most deranged place. And lately, it's come down to absolute bigotry. I'm talking anti-Semitic comments and a whole spew of other conspiracy theories.
The thing about it, me and Adidas, is like, I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me.
For so long, the trolls sat back and just clapped and encouraged the behavior. If it was something that seemed like he was going off, whether it was like talking to Jay-Z via concert, trying to get him to call and make amends, or the whole Snapchat thing with Kim Kardashian, now his ex-wife, and recording the audio with Taylor Swift where he was allegedly trying to get approval for the famous music video, and there's just so many times that it feels like he is always the bad guy. And I've shut my mouth on that. I've zipped it away for so long. I just feel like he's the biggest asshole in the fucking room, and everyone's sitting there admiring it all agape like it's a fucking work of art.
Don't be sad for me, guys. I'm going home!
Raise a hand if you're a fellow non-smooth-brained individual out there that understands that Ye can both make great music and have music in his back catalog that's been influential, and in the same breath, he can also be the fucking asshole, the train wreck that is out of control, that just continues to gain speed and become more reckless and dangerous as he does so. My original problems with Kanye date back to my teenage years, and I could just see the attitude in the guy, the God complex, where it's like one person tells you that you're really, really good at something, and then you get that record deal, and it's like, I'm unstoppable. But in my teenage years, I do remember one moment where it was like, okay, I guess Ye kinda has a point there. We have a president that doesn't care about black people. Maybe this wasn't the best place to call out George W. Bush standing next to Mike Myers in the middle of a live on national television hurricane relief effort. But you can say that there's truth behind that. And for the longest time, there were always defenses for Ye. It's like, oh, well, he's been through a lot, or his rise to fame, you know, he just hasn't quite balanced out yet. And then it was the, oh, well, you know, he's just living his best life, and this comes along with the territory. And when his mom, Donda, passed away, it's like, oh, well, now he's grieving. And apparently, 13, 14 years later, he's still grieving in some way. And it's just an absolute fucking disgrace. And Kanye, or any fan that's watching this right now, I need you to know and understand that his mom, Donda, if she saw all of the shit that Ye is doing now, and how he's misusing Christianity and all of these other things in order to justify his actions, your mother would be so fucking disappointed in you, you absolute fucking piece of shit. There are literally no more excuses for anything that Ye does. He was a fucking dickhole when he took the mic from Taylor Swift and said that Beyonce had one of the best fucking things of all time back in 2009 at the VMAs. He was an asshole in 2016 with the entire Life of Pablo rollout and everything about his altered track listing. He was an asshole when he started trying to charge people for stem players, which, cool idea, but they shouldn't have to fucking have this super expensive device in order to listen to your music. That just all circles back to the God complex. It's like, well, if you really like me, if you're really a fan, well, everybody else is doing it. Just invest. If you really want to experience my music in the way that it's meant to, then you'll fucking buy this for me. From me. I meant to say, you'll buy it from me. If we were buying things for Kanye, I would buy him a trip to the therapist, but that's just me. It feels like there's still a sea of blue check marks, verified accounts that will go to bat for Ye, but they are dropping like flies as his rhetoric gets worse and worse. And it really makes you think about who Ye has been this entire time, because to me, I really don't see much of a difference. Maybe he's taken off the shades now and we can see the eyes with all of the lies and all of the mental instability. And I do really wish that he would get help, but he's clearly never going to. He was a billionaire. I say was because, haha, you lost everything and it's gonna just keep sinking lower. But I also feel that Ye is one of those people that just sees this and it's like, oh, this is a motivation for me. I can rally up the fans that I do have left, and it makes me out to be the victim, even though I'm the one that's victimizing others. It makes me so fucking furious to see it downplayed. Just the fact that Ye doesn't actually hold any real world accountability. He absolutely does. We're already seeing even more hate groups popping up saying Kanye's right about the Jews after he tweets things like he's gonna go DEFCON 3 on Jews. And for the longest time now, like I said, I had not only been wanting to talk about Ye, but just my personal relationship to his music and how I feel like it's been frayed to the point where I just don't really get much out of it now. I can listen to a song here, a song there, but given everything that's been going down and how he's clearly not apologizing, not sorry at all in any way whatsoever, I believe in paths to redemption. I don't always believe in silencing and canceling. But in the case of Kanye, I just have to separate myself. I feel like this is one of those things where he's never going to fucking change. Also, maybe it's the elephant in the room, but I want to say it. I do feel like Ye seems extremely unfit to be around any sort of children, let alone his own kids. He's literally gone on record like doxing their school, posting things that have doxed other people. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody other than himself, which is textbook narcissism. And he also feels so indebted to these other wrongdoers, I guess, in life, the other sinners. It's like he wants to round up the absolute worst people out there that have just been accused of heinous shit, like Marilyn Manson, invited to his Sunday service, standing up there alongside him. Oh, DaBaby, you said some homophobic comments. Yeah, let's get you out there for Sunday service and just wash away, dance away those sins, sing them away, sweep it under the rug, because Ye thinks Jewish people invented cancel culture, so I guess he has to redeem everyone? Huge talent doesn't mean you need to be huge asshole that thinks they are better and superior to everybody. And Kanye's mind has clearly been fried by the likes of not being medicated or whatever the case might be. He's gone off the deep end, he needs desperate help, and is never probably going to get it unless he's somehow forced into it. And now with his life crumbling around him, I think there's nobody else to blame than the man looking back directly in the mirror. Because your family, Kim, the kids, everything else, it was within reach, but you just continued being your fucking awful self that's entirely consumed by narcissism. And look what happened.